G'day again. Just Bretto here. I don't know how much footage I'm going to get of this because I think these birds will take off as soon as I get too close for comfort for them. But it's a good little variety of seabirds here. I'm very lucky living on the coast and next to the bush. I get a great cross section of all sorts of birds here. Now, what I really wanted to show you, now these birds of course aren't exclusively Australian, they're cormorants. You get them the world over. I was watching a great video the other day of the I think they're Chinese, some province in China where they fish with them, trained cormorants. Brilliant. I think they still do today for tourist benefit, but there's an amazing relationship between these old men on the rivers and their hunting birds. These are black cormorants, also known as shags. You've heard the saying, like a shag on a rock. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is definitely a shag on a rock. Behind him, there's a couple of pied oyster catchers, which I've... Sorry about the shakiness once again. A couple of pied oyster catchers over there, which we've seen in earlier clips, or a earlier clip. That there is a pied cormorant. There's the two local species of cormorants right here on the same rock. So I'm really rapt about that. And also, of course, sitting all around them is the ubiquitous gull, or gulls, or shitehawks, as a friend of mine likes to call them, which is a great name. Silver gulls, they're also called, just a local variety of seagull in eastern Australia, eastern coast. But I'm going to try and get a little bit closer. Hope I don't scare these shags away. I think it's really strange how... Where's he gone? I think it's really strange how these guys, even though they're an aquatic bird, are not waterproof. Now I know it makes sense because if they were waterproof they'd be too buoyant and wouldn't be able to chase fish underwater like they do so brilliantly. But there's a drawback to that non-waterproofness of their feathers, if there is such a word. They have to dry out before they can fly again. And they have to sit there and dry out and preen their feathers and, you know, get them all back into proper flying condition after they've hunted. So when you see them like this, they're properly sated, I would say. They've been fishing all morning. They've got their crops and their bellies full of fish. And then they're just drying out, which is why I don't want to spook them, because if they're not ready to fly, they're not ready to fly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a black cormorant. I really should start taking my bird book with me. I'm no expert. I'm not an ornithologist by any measure, but I probably know just a little bit more than your average Joe or Jolene. And I do have a great passion for wildlife and the wild things that comes. All you Aussies know these seagulls, of course. So I guess if you're from overseas, you may notice certain differences. I don't know. I know that they nest in rookeries, huge rookeries. I've never seen one. I've seen these guys all my life, but I've never seen one. And I don't know if there's truth to the rumour that they taste like hot chips either. I know that when they're younger, the juveniles are spotty. They've got little spots on them. And that they peck the underside of their parents' bill where there's a different little red patch. And that's a signal for the parent to disgorge food for them. I've seen that behaviour. Pretty aggressive birds as well. But yeah, they really are shitehawks. I mean, they're everywhere and they shit on everything and find them at tips and parks and anywhere where there's a chance of us, you know, scavenge. Quite the opposite to these blokes. These are purely hunters. And they swim underwater. They're big webbed feet like propellers. So there's your black cormorant. There's your pied cormorant. That's his little brother. Same deal, fishing bird. You should see a lot more of these guys than the black ones around, so I'm glad I got that bit of footage of the black one. Oh, I don't believe it. Geez, I'm lucky today. That's a sooty oyster catcher. I'll do a different clip for that. No, I won't. Anyway. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I almost stepped on this. There's a dead bird right here in the grass. I think it's a little shearwater. And it's been there for a while. It's a seabird. You can tell by its beak. Yeah, I think that's a little mutton bird. A sooty shearwater, I think they're called, properly called. Poor bugger. First time I've got a dead bird on one of these clips. Oh dear. Well, there goes one. Anyway, Aussie birds rock. 2 types of cormorants, 2 types of oyster catchers, and 1 type of gull, all in the one clip. Seabird medley, I think I'll call this one. Aussie birds rock. See you later.